Hello, art lovers! Today, we're diving into the swirling skies of Van Gogh's Starry Night. Get ready for a dizzying ride through this cosmic explosion of color and chaos. And maybe hold on tight. It's going to be a wild journey. Picture this. It's June 1889, and Vincent van Gogh, the misunderstood genius, or, depending on who you ask, the guy who cut off his ear, is staring out the window of an asylum. Yes, you heard that right. Our dear Vincent wasn't exactly living his best life. He's in Saint-Rémy-de-Provence, and from his window he sees the night sky. But not just any night sky. Oh no, this is the night sky after drinking 3 liters of coffee, taking a course in mystical philosophy of knowledge, and starting to question the meaning of existence. Let's talk about Van Gogh for a second. By now you probably know that he wasn't exactly the most well-adjusted person in the world. He struggled with his mental health for much of his life, and in May 1889, he voluntarily checked himself into an asylum. But don't think of this as a sad chapter. It's actually one of his most productive periods. Sure, he was battling his inner demons, but his creativity was on another level. If he had access to Wi-Fi back then, we'd be talking about the richest artist of all time. Let's talk about that sky for a minute. You've seen it before, everyone has. The swirling blues, the intense yellows, the almost chaotic motion of the stars and moon. It's like the sky is doing its own thing, totally unbothered by what's happening on Earth. In reality, Van Gogh wasn't painting just what he saw, he was painting what he felt. But there's more. Some art theorists suggest that Van Gogh might have seen something metaphysical that night. Sure, it sounds crazy, but no crazier than cutting off your ear, right? Maybe those swirls aren't just a product of his imagination, but an attempt to interpret a cosmic message that only he could see. Or maybe he just ate spicy cheese before going to bed. Who knows? The Cypress Tree. Now, let's address the dark, looming figure on the left. The Cypress Tree. It's been said that cypress trees are symbols of death in many cultures. But in Van Gogh's case, it's more likely that he saw the cypress as a link between the earth and the sky, a sort of cosmic elevator. It stretches upward, almost reaching out to touch the stars, as if it's in on some celestial secret. Is it ominous? Maybe. Is it elegant? Definitely. But the best part is that the cypress grounds the entire painting, giving us a perspective on the sheer scale of the universe that Van Gogh was observing. Without the cypress, Starry Night would be like a party without a DJ. Weird! The village. Beneath this cosmic light show, we have a peaceful village. Everything is calm, orderly, and almost too perfect. The buildings are squared off, the church steeple stands tall, and there's no sign of anyone freaking out about the sky exploding. In a way, it's as if the village is completely oblivious to what's happening above. Or is it? Some conspiracy theorists, yes, they exist in the art world too, suggest that the village might actually be a representation of an alien community hidden in plain sight. After all, who could sleep with all that commotion in the sky? Maybe the villagers are the same beings causing all that stellar turmoil. Or maybe it's just a normal village and we're overthinking it. But hey, a little mystery never hurt anyone. The colors. One of the most striking features of Starry Night is the color palette. It's dominated by blues and yellows, which give the painting its dreamlike, almost otherworldly quality. But let's not overlook how deliberate Van Gogh was with his colors. Van Gogh once said that the night is more alive and more richly colored than the day. And he wasn't kidding. The blues in Starry Night aren't just there for atmosphere, they're doing a lot of heavy lifting. The different shades of blue create depth and movement, pulling the viewer into the scene. It's like the sky is swimming, and we're being invited to take a dip. And those yellows, well, they contrast sharply with the blues, making them pop off the canvas. It's almost as if the stars are the real stars of the show. Excuse the pun. The contrast creates a sense of dynamism, like the sky is buzzing with energy. Or perhaps, as our conspiracy theorist friends would suggest, it's the energy of an approaching alien ship. Who can say? Let's be clear, Van Gogh wasn't in a great place mentally when he painted Starry Night. But here's where it gets interesting. Despite his mental struggles, or perhaps because of them, Van Gogh was able to see the world in a way that most people couldn't. There's a theory that Van Gogh might have suffered from a condition called digitalis intoxication, which can cause vision problems, like seeing halos around lights. Some art historians think this could explain the glowing, almost halo-like effect of the stars and moon in Starry Night. But honestly, it's just as likely that Van Gogh was expressing his inner turmoil in the only way he knew how, through art. Or maybe his madness was actually a form of cosmic enlightenment, allowing him to see beyond the veil of ordinary reality. Or maybe he just needed a good night's sleep. Who are we to judge? The influence. In a letter to his brother Theo, Van Gogh described Starry Night as a failure. Yes, the man thought that one of the most famous paintings in the world was a flop. But we, of course, strongly disagree, Vincent. Starry Night is a masterpiece that continues to inspire, amaze, and yes, make us a little dizzy with all those swirls. Starry Night has become one of the most recognizable paintings in history. It's been reproduced on everything from t-shirts to coffee mugs to phone cases. But its influence goes beyond just merchandising. Artists all over the world have been inspired by Van Gogh's vision of the night sky. Some say that his swirling skies were a precursor to modern abstract art. Others point out that Van Gogh's use of color and texture helped pave the way for the Fauvist movement. And let's not forget pop culture. Starry Night has been referenced in countless songs, films, and TV shows. Conclusion. In the end, Starry Night is more than just a beautiful painting of the night sky. It's a window into Van Gogh's mind, a glimpse at his inner world, and a testament to his unique way of seeing things. It's both chaotic and calm, both grounded and ethereal, both simple and deeply complex. And most importantly, it's a reminder that even in the darkest times, like, say, being stuck in an asylum, there's beauty to be found. So next time you're staring up at the night sky, remember, you're not just looking at stars. You're looking at the universe, with all its twists, turns, and chaotic beauty. And if Van Gogh were here, he'd probably say, don't overthink it, just enjoy that starry sky. And by the way, could you pass me the scissors?